What's going on, everybody? You already know what it is. Late night GawdsCast with Justin Henry, Dan Norgard. We in the building. Week 10 was fun, bro. No lie. Week 10 was fun, but week 11, man, it's gonna be an interesting week 11, man. How you feeling?
Oh, it's a battle. It's a battle. Fantasy God League. I snuck one out. I snuck
Yeah.
one out against
Over
Connor.
who? Oh, Connor?
Connor, baby. Hunter Renfro saved me at the end. Oh
Man, you caught
man,
it.
it's good. It's good. Sometimes better to be lucky than good. So I got lucky this
Better?
week. I'll
Yes,
take it.
sir.
I'll take it, man. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. You were lucky. You were good. And here I am sitting at number 2, man. Same thing, bro. So it's all good, man. Like God's doing God shit, man. That's what we do.
That's
We
what we
sitting
do.
1 and 2, and here we are, man. We seen some. We on live right now. Actually, I should probably hop off live real quick and put the little banner up so they know we're on Twitch.
Go
So I'm
ahead.
gonna do that.
Yep, good.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Good.
do that while we're here. But man, it's been an interesting week, Dan. Just kind of go into a little bit of your thoughts. We talked a little bit about some of the changes that were made at the quarterback position for Carolina. We've also talked about the surging Pat Mahomes throwing 5 touchdowns, and Dak looked really good too. So, what's your thoughts, man, on the quarterbacks right now? Matt Stafford looked a little bit shaky there on Monday night.
Yeah, Stafford definitely struggled. Divisional game though on Monday night, prime time. Tough matchup. I mean, the Niners are better than their record. Let's just keep it real there.
Yes,
They're way better than what their record states.
good
They've
point.
had the Rams number, and they proved they were more physical up front, dominated in the run game. Jimmy didn't do super phenomenal, but he didn't lose the game either. He was very
Right.
tactical in what he was doing. Kittle got in early, so they were. I mean, Niners are all around. I mean, that was a dangerous team, and in my opinion, I thought that they were going to be like a little bit over 500 team. That's just what I thought the Niners were going to be. I thought they were going to be maybe sneak into the playoffs, like dark horse, maybe could make a run because they are that talented. Um, as far as the quarterback positions, like Pat Mahomes, look, Pat Mahomes is Pat Mahomes. We said it
Yes.
on Sunday morning. Do not fade Pat Mahomes. You cannot fade this man. A lot of people were
Yes.
giving, oh, look, do we go
Bruh,
Stafford on
said it
Monday
word for
night?
word. Do
We
not
did.
fade Pat Mahomes.
Do not fade Pat Mahomes. And then, boom, what does he do? He blesses the gods with 5 TDs. I mean, what more can we say?
Man, it was good to see him. Man, and I can't wait to talk about Cam, bro. Cam, dog. Like, that's my dog. It was good to see him back on the field, obviously, and
He's
not
back.
full Cam. He's back. Oh,
Yeah.
there it is. I'm
Ah,
back.
ah.
Whatever he said, man. It was good
Yeah.
to see his energy, bro. Good to see him just kind of take in and getting the opportunity to score touchdowns, man. And I think it has more fantasy impact than just at the quarterback position, which is where everybody's assuming like Cam Superflex. But I think there's a lot more to be said about that too, man.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Cam Newton, he just gives you that energy and that you need. I think he's just a perfect teammate.
Yep.
Someone that just comes into the locker room, has the command presence. I mean, was just a physical specimen when he came out. Just 6'5", 6'6", whatever he is,
Right.
250 pounds, just cut up. I mean, out of
Be-
Auburn, he was just the prototypical. He's just everything you wanted to see. And I wish his career was going in a better direction. Obviously, it's kind of dimmed a little bit, but he's a guy you have to root for. I mean,
yeah.
he's just that kind of player, that kind of man, and that kind of player. So I'm super happy for him to be back home in Carolina.
Yeah, back home in Carolina, and obviously we saw the team was super excited when he scored, and it's going to make for fantasy fun, I think, for DJ Moore, for Robbie Anderson, for CMAC, all of them, especially down this home stretch. Once he gets locked and loaded in the offense, if you're hanging out with us on TikTok, we're live on Twitch and YouTube, but we'll answer your questions too. Go ahead and drop them in, especially if there's nobody on here. Go ahead and feel free to answer any of you. We're going to answer any of your waiver questions, any trade questions, lineup questions. Whatever you guys have, this show's for you. Dan and I are going to be on for about 30, 45 minutes, just depending on how things are, what we're talking about. But we're here to answer whatever questions you guys have and rock out for you. So one of the things also, man, Jonathan Taylor continuing to dominate like you've called since we started this whole fantasy gods thing. You've been
Yeah,
the only person that I've seen on the entire app. Like, I haven't seen anybody else with the same Jonathan Taylor love that you've had. Rain, snow, shit storm, whatever it is. you have been the only person who has been like, Jonathan Taylor is the number one, potentially number one running back that you want to have, man. You've called that out. You silenced me, a lot of doubters, man. Go ahead, talk your shit, dog. I want to hear you talk
Yeah,
your
yeah,
shit
yeah.
about Jonathan Taylor, man.
I mean, what more can we say, dude? I mean, for me, if you go to our Fantasy Gods TikTok account, you'll see that, man, that's all I do is talk Taylor talk, man. That's what
Yeah.
I do. I've told you guys from the beginning, trade your 2021 picks for 2021 players.
Yep.
Acquire these guys. Taylor was the best guy coming out. Actually, I think I have an early one with the fact that there was I think if you remember, I made a
I
Clyde
do.
Edwards-Helaire and a Taylor
Yes.
one. So
Yes.
let's pull up the
Yes.
receipts on that one.
Receipts
That
on
one might
deck.
be a little bit early because I think that one was. And then I made another one saying that Taylor could be. He was my prediction as the number one player.
Number one player, bro.
So
That's bold.
I mean, yeah, it was Super Bowl. Don't get me wrong. Taylor was kind of back in first rounder.
Yeah.
He was being passed up by Austin Eckler's,
Yep.
Tyreek Hill's, Devontae Adams. People were nervous about Taylor Hines and all that.
Yeah.
But I knew that this guy was special, and he was special last year, 2020, when he got to work. He delivered, and that's all you want to see. You want to see him get more than 50% of the snaps
Yep.
and more than around 60 to 70% of the touches, and
I've
that's what
seen
he's
some
been
other
doing. That's what
I've
he's
seen some
doing.
other guys trying to take credit for the Taylor love, man. You're the only person I've seen on Taylor, bros. A lot of other people, some other fake people out there trying to claim Taylor, but you was rocking with it, bro, since day one.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna answer a couple quick questions from TikTok, and then we got some from Twitch coming in too. So I'm gonna answer these really quickly. And if you have anything to piggyback, just let me know.
Go
Daryl
ahead.
Williams and Clyde, who do I trade first? I think you trade Daryl Williams first, keep Clyde. I don't feel good about that. You're probably looking at timeshare either way. What's up with Barkley? Hey, Barkley's back this week. What you mean, what's up with Barkley? Scare
Yeah.
King Zoe. Hey, I'm coming for your ass this week. Barkley, the same way they was talking about Taylor, they talking about Barkley right now. Barkley, watch. Y'all hating on Saquon. Watch what he does, man. Just watch. I got DJ Moore and Mike Will. What the world do I do? Hold, and just know that they're wide receiver 2, wide receiver 3, respectively. Tyler Boyd, good pickup. No, just leave him on waivers. He said, all love, bro. How's Eckler over Saquon take? Hey, people forget we're not playing for week 10.
Yeah.
We playing for championships, bro.
We are.
We playing for championships. Are you taking Eckler or Saquon right now?
Look, man, at the end of the day, I'm taking the better player, and that's Saquon Barkley.
Saquon, yep.
Look at what has happened to Eckler in the last couple weeks. Maybe getting schemed against, maybe getting exposed for what he is. He's a souped up scat back. That's all he is. He's never going to go for 1,000 yards rushing. He's only good at these little catches, dink and dunks here. Got a lucky touchdown. I mean, he's not built to hold up throughout the season. Who is the workhorse back? Who is the monster? That's Saquon Barkley. So I'm not fading Barkley. Send me Barkley.
Send Barkley, man. Saquon's good. Don't get me wrong, but I'm taking Eckler. Hey, championship weeks, give me Saquon. Off of bye week 2, let's go Saquon. Hell yeah, let's get it. If you lost to Saquon, you might not be in the playoffs. I'm second place with Saquon on the roster. Let's get it. Second place in a 12-team league. We sit here at 1 and 2, the gods. We're going to answer some questions from Twitch real quick. We got 3 questions coming in from Twitch. I will get to TikTok questions in just a second. I'm actually going to try to mix them all in. That way it's not just one-sided, but we will answer for sure every question on Twitch and YouTube, and I'm gonna answer questions here we go in the mix too. So make sure y'all like, subscribe, follow. We do this every Tuesday night. We also got our start sit on Sundays, so make sure y'all paying attention, man. One of the questions coming in is Ramondre Stevenson a solid flex play if Harris is out again? 100%. You got that here on the GawdsCast. You got that on the Sunday start sit, bro. We giving out free info. Like,
dude,
how are they not?
We
bro,
called that.
Smash that.
We smashed Stevenson
Man.
Sunday morning. That's all we had said. Go with the upside.
Bruh.
Take Stevenson. Look, I did say. I'll admit that I said that he had a concussion.
Yes.
And that there were. I mean, anytime someone comes off concussion and you're a running back, you use your head a lot of times. You got to be careful, but the upside was there. He had. We said take him over this guy. Take him over that guy. And he delivered, man. He has the talent. We're hoping, honestly, maybe Harris needs to take another week off because I want to see this dude with all the carries.
Got to see him,
Roll it
man.
again. Let's go.
He's got the upside. We got a question coming in. It says, so I have this plan, traded Mike Will Sutton for CD, then Myers and Damian Harris for Waddle. Now I want to trade Waddle, Ayuk, and more for A.J. Brown, then A.J. Brown and Javonte for Deontay and Swift. I love it. Just real quick, I love this kind of move because you're leveling up. You always level up your players. So now you're going to have CD, A.J. Brown, or CD, Deontay Johnson, and Swift. I love trading fringe start sits like wide receiver 2s and wide receiver 3s. Go get the stud. Good move, my man. Should I trade CMC for JT? I'm gonna leave this one for you because I know my answer.
Look, as much as I love JT, I can't fade a guy that's the number one player who's been consistent, who got
Facts.
Cam Newton back. Look, as great as Jonathan Taylor is, and again, he is flat out dominating at this point. Don't be cute with it. Like, I'm cute with it. That's just something that, as an analyst, this is what I do. I fade the naysayers, but CMC has it all. He has Cam back. He's the number one player for a reason. I never told you to take Taylor over CMC. Keep CMC.
Keep CMC. Love the advice. All right, which side wins? Chubb, Gordon, and Bateman for Evans, Higgin, and Freeman. Give me the. It's kind of. I don't know, man. I feel better about the Evans side, but I don't feel much better.
I'm gonna say it's the Chubb side for me. I think Bateman looked really good in the last game. He has incredible hands. I think eventually he kind of takes over. It's tough to fade Mike Evans, but again, Mike Evans is that player that you can say, hey, maybe he's reached his ceiling. Maybe variant is going to trend down. It's just nice to have Chubb, man. Just having Chubb is just someone, because he's not injured. He just has an illness, COVID. He'll get over it. He's vaxxed. He'll be fine. Going to come back and he's going to dominate just like he did the last game he was playing. So I like Chubb because you probably don't have a running back. So, if I have to give up Evans for Chubb, I'm doing it every time.
Yeah, running backs are hard to come by, my man. This guy said, I'm done with fantasy football, bro. It's so fixed. Nah, it ain't. It's just the nature of the game, man. It's fantasy football. It's a long season. Things happen. And shit, there's teams with 7-8 losses that might make the playoffs. So don't give up, man, too quick. And have fun with it, too, man. It's supposed to be fun. Let's see. Answering a couple of these questions coming in. It says, would you do D-Hop and CEH for DK or Aaron Jones? I probably would just keep D-Hop. I ain't mad at that. You just keep D-Hop. Sanders or Marvin Jones of the flex. Just both. Those are both low floor, high ceiling players. So probably rock with Sanders. I like the offense better. I got Ike Williams and DJ Moore. What do I do? I think you got a good solid floor, man. We already answered that one. Let's see. Let's answer some of these. With Ridley's time off, really quick, you think he'll be back this season, Dan?
I don't think he'll be back this season. He's probably done for the season, and I don't blame him. Look, at the end of the day, I hope these players get right, and whatever's going on in their lives, we don't want to push these guys too hard. Look, at the end of the day, they're in for our entertainment, but they owe us nothing. They don't owe us a damn thing. So I just hope that he's okay. At the end of the day, I hope he's okay. He is a talent. He's one of the best at his position, and we do wish him well, and hopefully he does come back.
He'll bounce back, man, and he'll bounce back mentally, and that's what's the biggest concern for Ridley is it doesn't really matter about our fantasy season. If you have him, just hold him, put him on the IR spot if you can. If you don't have him, he's not somebody I'd be actively trading for. If you can get him as a throw-in and you're a playoff team, go ahead, but it's more important he gets his health back. So Tyler Bergman asked you to trade away Noah Fant, Mike Davis, and Julio for Van Jefferson, Jared Cook, and Josh Jacobs. Before I answer that, make sure y'all hop onto the YouTube and the Twitch. Make sure you guys subscribe along, but I'm going to be answering some of these questions. And to me, I feel like, that's a go. Get rid of all that trash. Noah Fant, Mike Davis, Julio. None of those are really options. You're getting back the best player in the deal, Josh Jacobs. I don't mind that deal. Devontae Smith or Tyler Lockett at wide receiver 2. I think when Russ plays, you have to have Tyler Lockett over Devontae Smith. He played a hell of a game.
I was going to say, a tough matchup against the Packers. I mean, the Packers look like one of the top teams in the NFC. Seahawks are not going to be anything this year. But, however, having said that, Lockett is still a beast with Russell Wilson. Just had a bad game. I'm not fading Lockett.
Yeah. And the answer on the DJ Moore, Dan says, don't fade Lockett. The answer for DJ Moore and Mike Williams, just keep them. You have a wide receiver 2 and a wide receiver 3. Both have low floors. Cam is going to be coming back, or Cam is back as a starter now, so DJ Moore's value is going to be locked in. Mike Williams just got to deal with the lows with the highs. Let's see. And then let's come back here to Twitch and YouTube for a second. Need a backup for Aaron Rodgers. Should I go with Jimmy G, Fields, Cam, or Bridgewater? Who you like, Dan?
The upside to me is either between Fields and Cam. I would just look at the matchup. I probably would just – I'm going to just do a pick 'em at this point. So whatever defense looks more easily available for rushing or touchdowns, go with that one. But I think Cam probably has the most upside. I think that he is just feeling it. He's back, and he's a veteran. I think you know what you're going to get out of Cam. Justin Fields, for me, would be a close second, probably the way. Jimmy G, not going to do much. He's just average for fantasy, but great for football. And Bridgewater is the same thing. Average for fantasy, great for football, but that's about it.
Yeah, I think I would go with Cam for the upside as well. Fields is probably going to go through some young guys' troubles. Only thing is Cam does have a bye, I think week 14 or 13. So Fields has already had his bye. Jimmy G and Bridgewater really aren't options. So just for anybody tuning in right now, we'd appreciate any subscribes you guys have, any follows, whatever it is. We are on YouTube and Twitch. We're also streaming here, answering the questions on TikTok. So feel free to ask away. We will get to the TikTok questions too. I'm trying to fold them in right now. But we're trying to answer all these questions for you the best way that helps us to sub. And any question that you guys have, if we answer and help y'all out, show us some love, man. So right here we got Robbie Anderson will pop back with Cam. Yeah, because I'm sure he got super dropped. We wanted to talk about that too, Dan. It's one of those things where I think people gave up on Robbie Anderson a little too quick. I know I did in a couple leagues, but when Cam came back, it was one of those things I saw. I was like, oh shit, this is an opportunity for Robbie because Cam is going to spread it out. He's not scared to throw the deep ball like Darnold was. So I think it's a good pickup, man.
Yeah, I think so too. Terrence Marshall isn't doing anything. They really don't have a solid tight end. It's pretty much going to be the triangle. It's going to be Robbie Anderson's CMC and DJ Moore. So yeah, if Robbie Anderson's floating around in the waiver wire, nab him up, and then just maybe hold him. I think personally he's kind of a trade target. I don't think I would actually start him, but if he does pop off, I would think I would trade him.
Look to move him. What's going on, Carson? Carson says, what's up? And I definitely concur with that, man. How do you feel about A.J. Brown going forward? I think we've had a couple questions on A.J. Brown. I think the A.J. Brown answer is simple. You drafted him to be your wide receiver 1/wide receiver 2. Keep him as such and just trust the offense. Yeah, right now they're going through an adjustment period with no second option at the wide receiver position and then no running back really for them. So hold A.J. Brown. I wouldn't panic at all. What do you think about this one, Dan? Is Wilson set to go off this week with Eli Mitchell having a broken finger? I'm not sure the two are related, but what's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, again, tough matchup for Wilson, coming off injury, testing out his finger, in weather conditions that, it wasn't snowing, I don't think, but it was really cold there. Packers are, again, I think Packers are really, honestly, probably the top team in the NFC, in my opinion. Close second would be maybe the Cowboys. But, I think Wilson has the opportunity to just bounce back. We know he's elite at the quarterback position, so he should, with DK and Tyler Lockett, he should be fine.
All right. We're getting some hot and heavy stuff right now from TikTok, okay? So we got to answer this stuff. I agree with that answer. I think Wilson, you want to see it through, man. He's going to go to the playoff weeks. He'll be fine. This week, it is a tough defense, but I think he'll bounce back against an division opponent who plays him pretty well. But we're getting a lot of questions right now about Deontay Foreman. Are we using the number one waiver wire spot right now on Deontay Foreman? And I don't think it looks like that to me. To me, it looks like they're going to try to incorporate AP, McNichols, Foreman. It's going to be a game script thing, and I think everybody's excited by the way that he looked. He looked electric. He looked loose. But I don't see it the same way. I feel like this is going to be more of a committee base versus whatever team they're playing, riding the hot hand type of scenario. I'm not burning the top 3 waiver priority on Deontay Foreman unless I'm just strapped at the running back position. What about you, man?
Yeah. Again, what has he done his whole career? It's kind of like a Mike Davis, kind of situation where it's, just a hot commodity right now, but at the end of the day, I think if you need running back, you gotta make trades, you gotta make deals. A lot of leagues, their deadline is over, it's done with. I guess if you are really hurting, I mean, he's just a dart throw at this point. Hopefully, maybe Stevenson is on your waiver. He was out on concussion, so maybe
Yeah.
he is the top waiver wire pickup. But yeah, I'm not feeling good about that. I'm not gonna spend anything on that.
Dog, I know
No,
it's rough it's rough at running back right now, but unless you just absolutely need an RB2, like I just think that there's better options out there, and he's not somebody you want to like stash on your bench.
right,
Only reason I would get him is to flip him to the guy who's panicking right now because he doesn't have a running back. That'd be the only reason. So I think if you're a top team and you have like playoff spot, you're gonna want to save that top three in case one of your guys gets hurt. Like he doesn't seem long term to have like a whole lot of I can put him in my lineup for the rest of the season type potential. Which if
right.
you have a top three waiver spot right now at this position, unless it's weekly where it flip flops, I wouldn't do it, man. Question from Slushy: do I trade Jerry Judy since the Broncos don't have a high passing rate and a hard schedule? I don't think you're fading Jerry Judy in this scenario. It's just I don't think he's performed yet. We'll get it. What do you think, man?
Yeah, I'm not fading Jerry Judy. Hard schedule to me just it just means that they're going to be throwing more. So
Throw him more.
I don't. Yeah, I don't. I don't fade guys like that. Jerry Judy's a talent.
Elite talent.
If you, yeah, elite slot player, and that's what you want in fantasy. He will be eventually Cooper Cup. So eventually,
Ooh,
yeah, he
okay.
will.
I like
That's
that.
who Jerry Judy is. That's what he is. So,
Dominator.
um, yeah, he could dominate, but it just again he doesn't have the quarterback, and he's coming off injury, still coming off injury too. You guys got to realize that. But again, if you just have a bench spot, just stash him for the
Yeah.
playoffs.
So who would you rank? How would you rank these guys? Judy, Ayuk, and OBJ for the rest of the season.
I'm gonna go with Judy,
Yep.
Ayuk, and then
Yep.
OBJ. I think at the end of the
Judy,
day,
Ayuk,
I
OBJ.
don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't get behind OBJ over those two. Can't do it.
I think I agree with you, dog. Actually, I probably would put OBJ over Ayuk just for the upside. Just where I'm at. But I definitely
Okay.
think Jerry Judy's the standout out of all three of those.
Yeah.
X Vicious came in on Twitch and asked, I traded Evans for Monty, then Jalen Hurts and Terry for AJ Brown. So Evans for Monty, Jalen Hurts and Terry for AJ Brown in a one QB league. I'm 8-2 in a 10-man league with CMC, Aaron Jones, Eli Mitchell. My receivers are now AJ Brown, Allen, I'm assuming Keenan Allen, and Jerry Judy. That's not bad. I don't hate it unless you have a quarterback. I don't hate the move, especially you're 8-2. You probably know what you're doing, man.
Yeah, I don't hate the move, but I don't love it.
It's one of those things, man. And I think a lot of people have such a strong stance on things, especially, like how you are about Jonathan Taylor. Like nobody else on the app was like you about Jonathan Taylor. Like nobody was. And
Nobody.
kind of like how I was with Saquon. You know what I mean? Like I was the Saquon guy. You were the Jonathan Taylor guy. And so at the end of the day, you should know your values and know who to trust, man. It's getting to that point in the season. Just trust your guys, man. Swift, Lamb, or Dylan this week. Half point PPR. Who you rocking with?
Ooh, half point PPR. I kind of gotta slide with the running back, and if Aaron Jones doesn't play, I do like AJ Dillon, man. I think that he
Yeah.
gets touchdowns. I like AJ Dillon in this game if it's half point PPR.
I like Swift, man. Even still half point PPR. Give me Swift over Dylan. I ain't mad at you for picking Dylan, though. What's to make of AJ Brown on Sunday and Lattimore not covering him, scoring just 3 points? Yeah, a lot of concern about AJ Brown. We just talked about it, man. Don't fade him, bro. It's okay. Keep him in your lineups. He'll be all right. Traded away Mike Davis, Pollard, and Lockett for DK Metcalf. Send it.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much you just traded Lockett for Metcalf. So,
Yep, Pollard and Mike Davis are toss aways. The only reason
yeah.
Pollard has any standalone value is if Zeke gets hurt. And by the way, go get Wayne Gellman if you're looking for waiver options tomorrow. This wouldn't be another player I'm not putting in my top three, but go get Wayne Gellman. He's going to get some work in that offense. Mike Davis is not who they trust. Gellman's going to be their guy. I don't care if it was in garbage time. Justin Jefferson versus GN. I'm not sure what that means. 4-6, and I need a win out to make playoffs. Should I trade Eckler for value? My other running back is JT. Yeah, I'm not mad at that move. Go pair up and get what you need.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I think it just depends. If you can get more for Taylor than you can get for Eckler, either one of those running backs is going to be fine for you the rest of the year. But if you feel like maybe Taylor, you can trade for maximum value,
Right.
that might be the guy you trade. As painful as that is for me, go get your depth that you may need to make that push.
Yes, sir. One player I want to get on before we get back to these questions. We're getting a lot of questions in. Just keep them coming in. We're going to get to all of these questions here. We got a little bit of a backup, but we're going to get to them real quick. What are your thoughts on Jeff Wilson Jr.? We've been getting a lot of questions about him because Eli Mitchell's finger is broken. What are your thoughts? And I think that was the Wilson. It says that's what he's talking about. He's talking about Jeff Wilson Jr., which makes sense now. First, I was like, why Russell Wilson? What you talking about? But what are your thoughts on Eli Mitchell, Jeff Wilson situation? 20 seconds or less.
Yeah, so if Eli Mitchell is out, Jeff Wilson automatically becomes a high-end RB2, RB1 in that offense. I think. Look, Jeff Wilson looked explosive. Eli Mitchell is the man in that offense. Let's keep it real. He's the man. But if he's out, plug in RB1 with high upside. It's kind of like a Dearness Johnson type situation.
Yep. Yeah, I think it takes an injury for Jeff Wilson to be relevant. But if he gets a job, he may not give it back. So I ain't too mad at it. He's not somebody I'm prioritizing as a heavy pickup, though. And so is he supposed to go off? Eli Mitchell expectation is that he is supposed to play. He's supposed to practice tomorrow. The anticipation that he's playing this week. Gallman might be better than Wilson Jr. Yeah, I think that might be Gallman might be a better pickup. So do I trade Michael Carter, Ayuk, and Judy and Knox for Mixon? I don't need Ayuk and Knox. As a replacement for Judy, I have Higgins. I think it's a little heavy, but I'm not mad at that move, man. It's coming down to crunch time. We got 4 or 5 games left for week 11. So what is that? 4 games left until playoffs start. Like, I'm down for the consolidation moves right about now. This is the time. The trade deadline is coming up in 2 weeks or 1 week. I think it's next week, actually. Trade deadline mostly. So consolidate. Your league mates are not doing that right now. Your league mates are trying to win tomorrow. They're trying to win the next day. This is the consolidation time. This is when you go get elite talent and trade a little bit for some of that depth.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I would see if you can maybe slide out Carter in that one just to save an extra running back. And Carter seems to kind of have that role where he's RB2, could possibly put up RB1 numbers. But no, I don't hate it. I mean, Mixon's having a phenomenal season. Go get an elite talent.
Yeah, either hold Carter or hold Judy would be the recommendation there. Cam Newton versus Washington or Kirk Cousins versus GB. I'm playing Cam. I don't care. I want to see. I want to see that super Cam, baby.
Yeah, I'm going Cam in that one. Look, Washington unfortunately lost Chase Young, one of the, if not the best defensive player on their team. So yeah, give me Cam, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Is it time to trade Patterson? If you can get anything for him right now, I think he's out for the next 2-3 weeks. High ankle sprain. I don't know, man. What are you thinking, man?
Yeah, I don't know if anybody would actually buy him at this point. I mean, maybe if you may be able to trade it to a contender that is willing to hold on to Patterson for the playoffs, because he's basically a playoff player at this point.
Yep.
But I mean, you got him basically for free. This guy was pretty much wavered. He was probably undrafted in 99% of leagues. He's wavered. So, I mean, you're blessed with Patterson. Let's keep it real.
Right.
Like, why are we trading the guy that you got blessed on?
Keep him on your bench, IR, whatever comes out, man. Just try to hold him or trade him for his equal value. Don't sell for the low. A couple questions from TikTok. Make sure you guys are following along. If you're on TikTok, we're answering all the questions on Twitch and YouTube. I'm gonna get to a few of these real quick. Trade away Aaron Jones. It doesn't seem like you're gonna get max value for him. Same situation as Cordero Patterson. Just wait it out with them, and he'll be fine for playoffs. Who's coming back from injury in 2-3 weeks that I can get for low value? I think one player you could think about is Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt might be on the way back, so he had some good flex value there. Montgomery just came back. You got anybody, Dan, you're thinking of that's off the top of your mind that's coming back from injury in the next couple of weeks that can be at a low value?
I would do some research on Travis Etienne. Maybe might see someone that could potentially later in the year. But coming back off an injury, it's just pretty much like Chubb out for COVID. You may have someone that maybe have panicked and lost that week, and I don't know. It's tough. It's tough. Yeah, Kareem Hunt was one that came to mind, but you already nailed that. So
we on the same page, bro.
It's tough.
This guy says I'm being annoying. So sometimes if you're annoying, it's all right. Ask a question a few more times, show us some love, and it's all good, Cruz. D Cruz, I'm getting annoying, but Deontay Johnson or Hollywood Brown for Jamar Chase? I think Deontay Johnson in the PPR league, you got to get for Jamar Chase, but Hollywood Brown, absolutely not. All
Yeah,
right, here we
I
go.
would. I'm not. Yeah, that's too much for Chase. Keep the
Too
guys
much.
you
Would you
have.
do? Would you do Deontay for Chase?
I think I would do Deontay for Chase. I would keep Hollywood Brown.
Yeah.
I would do Chase for Hollywood Brown, but I would yeah. I don't know. It's tough. It's like Deontay's like you got that super like high floor, but Chase
Right.
has that touchdown upside. Man, it's hard to
Chase does have the upside, man. It's
yeah.
tough to
He's
move a
upside.
player like that, but
Yeah.
I don't know. All the T Higgins is back, man. So anything goes with that team, and they're coming off a bye. So I expect them to kind of balance that offense out a little bit more. Justin Fields or Daniel Jones? I think you're rocking with Justin Fields on that one. What do you think?
Yeah, I got to go with Fields, man. He's feeling it. Again, you're going to have the ups and downs of the rookies, but man, he just looks good last couple weeks. So go with
Yes,
Fields.
sir. Saquon, Deontay James, Connor for Najee, DMJ, and Chris Carson. Who wins? I'm getting Najee, but I also have Dalvin, Cup, CD. Damn, we're stacked. Keenan Allen. So I'm thinking Najee is more safe to help me get some more wins. Saquon, Deontay, Najee, DJ Moore, James Connor, Chris Carson. I actually like the Saquon, Deontay Johnson side.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not doing that. I'm not fading that deal super
Yeah,
hard. Saquon, when healthy, he's better than Najee. Look, Najee's great. We knew he was going to be good coming out, but to me, he's just who he is. He's a low end RB1. Saquon
yep,
has RB1 weekly upside. Like he can be the number one player every week if he
yep.
plays and he plays to that potential. Deontay Johnson is way better right now than DJ Moore. And James Conner, look, James Conner is an RB1 until further notice. And I hate to say that because I have bets to play. It's horrible. I'm still slightly ahead, but it's not looking
Yo.
good right now. But yeah, I'm fading all the Najee, DJ Moore, Chris Carson side. Do not take
Yes,
that
sir.
deal.
Good question. Good question. Low key, we got a couple questions about George Kittle rest of the season. Are you trading Kittle? What do you think about Kittle? Kittle's locked in as a top 3 tight end. Do not trade George Kittle. He already had his bye. Keep Kittle on your team. Dan's not ahead in agreement. We're about to move on from that topic because that shouldn't even be conversation. You saw what Kittle's doing the last 2 games. Don't trade him. And we already talked about Chris Carson. If you're watching, we talked about Calvin Ridley already. Don't expect him to come back. If he does, it's great, but we're more concerned about prioritizing his mental health. If he comes back, great, but just keep him on your bench. I wouldn't drop him. Wouldn't drop him, but I wouldn't trade for him either. Let's see. We just answered this one. Let's see. Should I trade Pittman for Michael Carter? I have a lot of wide receiver depth. I think you could go get a better running back than Michael Carter.
Yeah, I mean, I don't hate that. I probably, if you do have wide receiver depth and you do need a running back, Carter isn't a bad option. He's locked into that role. He's not going to be moved anytime soon. I actually don't hate that deal. Slight L to get the win.
Slight L to get the win. Sometimes you got to do that at this stage in the game. And shout out to Colin Brannicky, bro. Came in from TikTok, asked the question on the YouTube and Twitch. I don't know if you subbed or not, but if you subbed, you're the GOAT. And then you came back and asked the question, bro. Appreciate the love. You know what to do, man. We're trying to build this up. I think we're at 99. We had 99 subs on YouTube and we're at 40 on Twitch, man. Help us get there. Help us get to 50 on Twitch. If you're watching, help us get to 50 subs on Twitch. Help us get to 100 on YouTube, man. Let's see. What are your thoughts on Dak Prescott rest of the season? I think he is what we described him as. There was a lot of people that said he was going to throw for 6,000 yards, 55 touchdowns this year, said that he was going to break all kind of NFL records. And we told you to slow the roll. He's going to be about 4,800 yards. And I still think that's where I would pen him, somewhere in that 4,500 to 4,800 type of player. He's not going to have those huge 500-yard passing games. He's going to throw you about 275 to 300 yards each game. 2 touchdowns a week. You can lock that kind of production in, but he's not an elite top 3, number 1, breaking records like some other fantasy guys think they can go and fucking say. He's not that. He's Dak
Yeah,
Prescott.
it's
4,800
just
yards. He's good.
dude. I mean, there are some people out there just smoking some
Every
good
week,
stuff.
bro.
Look, Dak. Look, this is a different team too. You have to understand. Zeke is a different player this year than he was last year. He lost weight, cut up. He looks explosive. He looks better than he's looked in probably a good 3 years. But their defense is a lot better. Their defense is a lot better.
Right.
So they don't have to ask Dak to be the hero. Okay, Dak
Right.
doesn't have to be the hero anymore. He's got CD, Gallup, Cooper, Schultz. Man,
Yep.
this offense is explosive. His offensive line is healthy. They don't need Dak to throw for 500 yards every game, and we knew that wasn't sustainable. Dak is who he is,
He is who
a
he is.
solid QB1.
Yeah, I like him. Back in QB1, mid QB1, somewhere in there. Dave, one of our friends asked, would you trade Mixon and Carter for Najee? Yeah, I'd do that actually. If you're in consolidation mode and you have a good record and you want the best player in the deal, I don't mind overpaying for Najee Harris right now. Dude's a stud, top 3 running back right now. We answered this question already. Time to trade Patterson. It's if you can get anything for him at his value, do it. Otherwise, we're not just trading him for the low. Should I trade Williams? If so, for what? Rodgers, Godwin, Hollywood, JT, Montgomery, Kelsey, Christian Kirk. You need a receiver, dog. You need a receiver. So if you're going to trade Williams, you need a receiver. If you're going to trade Darrell Williams, go get a receiver. Somebody better than Christian Kirk is your number 3 receiver. It looks like Godwin and Hollywood are your receivers.
Yeah, I
You need a
probably
better
would
receiver, homie.
I'd take Hollywood and Darrell Williams, and I'd pump that one up. So whatever you can do with that one, because I'd want to lock in Godwin, keep that one there. He could be your wide receiver 2 if you can get a wide receiver 1, and that's in a sense.
Go find the. Listen, we didn't see so many people panicking about AJ Brown on here. Trade Hollywood Brown, Hunter Henry, and Williams, Darrell Williams, and go to the AJ Brown owner. Go to the Tyler Lockett. Like, go find not Tyler Lockett, but go find a wide receiver. D Hop. Go to the D Hop owner right now. Trade Hollywood Brown, Hunter Henry, and Darrell Williams. Go get yourself D Hop, man. Get a wide receiver 1. Just find one of the ones people are souring on. D Hop, AJ Brown. Go trade him for Hollywood Brown, Hunter Henry, and Darrell Williams, bro. Get that off. You got Kelsey. You're good to go, dog. Trade away Chubb for Mixon after this week. Why after this week is the question there. Who's on the bye? Is Mixon just had his bye? Chubb has a bye, week 13? I think they got a bye week 13.
Yeah, I guess it just depends on your team. I guess it depends on your record. Again, I like Chubb. I like Mixon. They're both great. If I were to slide with one, I probably would go Chubb, just because I think that he's just kind of more guaranteed. He's a run first offense, so he's the first option. Whereas Joe Burrow is kind of a pass first team. Right. I mean, it just depends on your team and where you're at. If you can handle the bye.
Let's go. So we got a few questions in, man. If we're gonna be here all night if we don't get to these questions, man. So let's rapid fire through some of these right now. Saquon, Deontay, James Conner for Najee. We answered this one. Is Dalvin Cook a top 5 running back for the rest of the season?
Yes.
I think you still got to value him there. Still got to value him as top 5. Everybody's kind of down on him just because of the incident, but you have to value him as top 5 right now. Is Keenan for DK Metcalf trade close or not? It's very close.
Yeah, it's close. It's basically you're trading catches for touchdowns.
Floor for upside. Right. So if you need safety, Keenan Allen. If you want bigger games and you have some safety, go with DK. Hawk or Corey Davis at the flex this weekend? I'll let you answer that one, bro.
Yeah, Hawkinson took an absolute dump this week. Not sure why, to be honest with you. But for me, I'm still going to be on his bandwagon. Hopefully it rebounds for me.
Yeah, I'll go with Corey Davis. I don't feel good about it, but give me the one who's actually getting production. Hawk to me is almost dead to me. Let's see. Is Keenan Allen for DK Metcalf trader? I hate being in a league where no one ever wants to trade. It sucks, man. Sometimes you have to go, though, and you almost have to overpay because once they see the value of trading and they win a trade, sometimes people just don't want to lose a deal. They're scared. They don't have as much smart as you to follow the fantasy gods on all platforms and get the knowledge you need. So they know you're smarter than them. They know they don't want to mess up, bro. I would say that's probably the biggest mistake in those kind of leagues. So just throw some trade offers out there, make them feel like they're winning. If they don't send you a counter, oh well. But at least you be the aggressor. Go send a trade to everybody you can, man, and make them overpays. Get players that you want, though. You at 100 subs on YouTube. Let's go. Appreciate the love, y'all. We were trying to get to 100 on YouTube and 50 on Twitch. So if you haven't followed on Twitch, help us out, man. Sub on Twitch, man. We're trying to get to 50. I don't know if we hit that yet or not, but shout out to K Smith for letting us know that. Razor Lasers, first place in my league, going to have a bye. Yes, sir. Starting next week, it was a long playoff, 6-person playoff, 2 weeks per round. Dak, Zeke, Fournette, Chase, Terry, Gesicki, Gaskins, Hawks. What move should I make? I think you should look to move TJ Hawkinson and go get Kyle Pitts, go get George Kittle, somebody like that, a little bit better tight end, maybe even packaging up Gesicki and Hawk together or Gesicki with another player. But I think you need to improve your tight end and also kind of eliminate some of that Dallas Dak Zeke stuff, man, if you can.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Find a way to move. In my opinion, maybe even Terry Gesicki for maybe like a Waller, Kelsey.
Yeah.
You may be able to get away with that. Yeah, you got to move one of those tight ends for an upgrade.
Yep, I like that. I like that Waller. I like that Waller suggestion too. I bet you the guy who has Waller is willing to give him up for that too. Traded Patterson, Kamara, and Woods for DK and Harris, Vale and Jefferson. Ouch. Yeah, sometimes it's like that, man. Yeah, it's not too bad though. I don't think it's too bad for Najee. You get Najee in the deal, so I ain't mad at that.
Yeah, I don't hate it.
Let's roll. Thielen or Hunter Renfrow? Who you like?
God, my boy Hunter Renfrow.
Both your guys.
Both
your guys.
Yeah, no, it's still Thielen. I can't stop it with Thielen. He is the 2.0 Jordy Nelson, man. He's just a stud, man. I can't go with Thielen.
I'm rolling with Thielen too. Blaine Wood, drop your question on the YouTube or Twitch so I make sure to get to it. Start Corey Davis or Freiermuth at flex. Corey Davis.
I like Freiermuth, man, in this one. I just think
I hate going double tight end. I don't know why I feel like it. I hate double tight end,
but go with Freiermuth.
Yes, sir. Who's your running back one rest of the season?
Come on, man. It's Taylor, dog. Come on, man.
I'm going Saquon, boy. Hey, wouldn't surprise me if CMAC does. The only thing is he has a bye, and both Taylor and Saquon have already had their bye. So if you're looking for the rest of the season, I'm rocking with Saquon. Looks like Dan's rocking with Jonathan Taylor. Thielen. Taylor is RB1. Ray agrees with you, my man.
He knows what it is.
Ray agrees with you. Thielen has taken a backseat to Justin Jefferson. He has, man. He has. A lot of Taylor love coming in, Dan. You called Taylor. Man. Right? You called him.
That's right.
So should I start Stevenson this week? I think it all depends on if Damian Harris is out. If he's out, he's a rock-solid start. If Damian Harris does play, which I think he's expected to play this week, it becomes a little bit more of a risk, more of a flex in a deep league type option. Let's see. As a league manager, I need a ruling. 10-man keeper league wants to call it a season and sell off his team. Accepted to trade Zeke Chase for Mike Thomas and a 5th-round pick next year. Lopsided? That's ugly, man. That's trash.
Yeah, no, that shouldn't happen.
No, you guys got to veto, especially if it's a money league. It's jeopardizing the integrity of the league. You don't want people panicking like that, and that's not really even a keeper. That's because he can keep Chase, he can keep Zeke. To me, that's just trash. That's him giving somebody else the league. So unless it's a dynasty league, and even a dynasty league, that's a trash trade. He's selling off his team. I would veto that if I was the commissioner and ask everybody else to get their approval as well. Adam Thielen, Darrell Williams, Hunter Renfrow. I think I'm still rocking with Thielen out of all those. Yeah, we got hella questions. I love this, man. Love this. We're going to answer all these questions. Yes, we're going to get to them all. So ask on the YouTube and Twitch. I'm guaranteeing that we're going to answer the questions on the YouTube and Twitch. Let's see. If I need a win out for the season, should Keenan Allen be someone I target for a safe floor? Yes, he's a great safe floor option. I love Keenan Allen. I have him on both of my teams that I have. Powerade or Gatorade? We answer all questions. Dan, what you got?
Oh, man, it's Gatorade for me. But again, it's going to be zero Gatorade. I cannot stand the original Gatorade. I just can't do it. Give me blue, zero Gatorade.
Gatorade. I'm rocking with the orange Gatorade for life. Hey, only other flavor I like outside of orange for Gatorade, Riptide Rush, bro. That's the most secret. Like, I swear, that one, Riptide Rush, bro, that's my shit, bro. Cooks or Lockett, rest of the season, non-PPR. Lockett.
Ooh, yeah. Gotta go Lockett, man. Just better. He's just better.
Gotta go with Lockett, man. Where do you rank D Swift in a PPR league? Man, he's got to be top 5 right now, PPR, bro.
Yeah, he's just souped up. I mean, he's just one B to Kamara. That's just how I view him, man. He's just great.
I mean, just the production he's getting right now. He's basically a receiver right now. Where's the donation link? Cash App, $ Fantasy Gods. If you got it, hey, you want to show us some love, it's all good, man. We are on Cash App, Fantasy Gods.
We reinvest all profits back to you guys. So
Boom.
let's keep
That's
it real.
facts. That's actually
We don't even
facts. We
take
don't take
any
no money.
profits that we get.
We ain't made no money off this shit. This is just us talking fantasy straight up. So 12-man PPR, 7-3, Kyler Murray, Chubb, Swift, Cup, D. Oh my goodness. Any moves? Let's see. I like the running backs.
Mike
I
Davis
like
needs to go. Trevor
Trade
Lawrence
Mike
needs
Davis.
to go.
Yeah, Russell Gage, you need
Gage
to
needs
find a
to
different
go.
option.
Pollard needs to go. Crowder needs to
Uh,
go. Get rid of all those low-end players and upgrade yourself.
Yeah,
Period.
upgrade, bro. Look for some upgrades. I would be looking for some upgrades. Chubb, even try to get Chubb, like try to get Saquon, go try to get JT, someone like that, man. Let's see, is D Hop and Keenan for DK and Najee even or not? D Hop, Keenan, DK and Najee. I probably would take the Najee side just to get the back, but it looks pretty even to me.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Go get the back. Give me Najee.
Najee, appreciate all the love, guys, on TikTok. Thank you. Thank you for showing some love to us on all formats, everybody, man. Appreciate y'all tuning in. We are rocking, man. You know, we were planning on being on here for 30 minutes. It's been 45, but we still got more questions. So we still answering them, man. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. That's what the fantasy guys do, man. We still answering stuff, man. You feel me? Like, we got to get these answers. We're trying to win some leagues, bro.
Let's go, man. We want to win.
Hey, make sure you guys catch the replay, too, on YouTube. Share it, man. Well, actually, don't share it. You're trying to win the league, so don't share it. Share it, man. Share it. Follow and share, man. Share. Which moves would you make? 7-3, non-PPR. Hurts, Cups, Cooks. I said that wrong. Hurts, Cup, Cooks. Aaron Jones, Najee, Barkley, Pitts.
God,
that's heavy hitting, bro. Maybe getting rid of Cooks. You got to find another receiver, but them running backs are heavy hitting. Get another receiver. Trade Cooks and Sanders together. And get another rock solid non-PPR type receiver. Go get D-Hop. Go get DK Metcalf.
Maybe
somebody that has a little more upside.
Maybe move Gesicki on that one just because you have Pitts. Maybe move Gesicki and then just try to shoot, man. Do your thing, man. You got some talent. Go trade it. Trade it up.
Yes, sir. You got to get another receiver, though. Get that second receiver locked up. Who do I start? Pitts versus Pats this week or Knox or Higby? Go with Kyle Pitts. I'm going with Kyle Pitts.
Yeah, I don't hate the Kyle Pitts move. I just know Bill Belichick, and typically he tries to attack the best player. So it's kind of a situation where any other team, I would say Pitts, but I'm going to go with Higbee on this one. Give me Tyler Higbee.
Man, it's I'm not benching Kyle Pitts, bro. I don't care what the matchup is. I get it though. Belichick, he does scheme, man. He schemes,
does that.
and that's he's known for doing that. So I don't hate it, but I probably would play Pitts just anyway. What's good, my guys? Yes, sir. Blaine was popping, man. We in here doing it. Lemon Gatorade is literally the saltiest thing to ever grace the planet. It's like piss, man. I'm not drinking lemon Gatorade, bro. Any other flavor but lemon
Gatorade?
Hey, that's the shit you give to the kids, bro, at the barbecue.
Right.
Hey, lemon Gatorade is the Mike Davis of Gatorades, bro. Nobody's drinking that shit. Lemon Gatorade is the Mike Davis. Hey, give that to the team that nobody else wants.
Hey,
man. That's the shit you give to the opposing team.
Go give us some more questions that's not fantasy, man. We do it all.
I love it, yeah.
Yeah, I love it, man.
This shit's fun, man. This shit's fun. DJ Moore versus Washington or Pittman versus Buffalo this week. I like DJ Moore a lot in this one. I think a lot of those Panthers players are going to want to give it back to Ron Rivera. Who you like?
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's a revenge game. Ron Rivera leaving them. DJ Moore is going to show off in front of his best friend, Curtis Samuel. Man, give me all the DJ Moore revenge game in this one.
DJ Moore revenge game. Love it. It's not even a revenge game, but it feel like it. So I trade Knox and Gibson for Waller, Javonte Williams. Yeah, run that. Do that now.
Yeah, I think so. I think you got Javonte trending up. Gibson, man, he had a good game, but it's kind of fake. Go get Waller. Waller's the best player in that deal. Go lock in your tight end.
Go lock in the tight end, man. Appreciate you boys. Keep it up. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're going to keep here. We here every Sunday, every Wednesday, every Tuesday night, every Sunday morning before the games. Make sure y'all win, man. Helping you guys make those tough decisions. This is tough week 11, man. How long y'all been playing fantasy? So I've been playing fantasy since fantasy sports since 2001, so 20 years. And then I've been playing fantasy football. I started in like 2003, 2002, somewhere around there. So I've been on fantasy football for a minute before there was PPR, back when quarterbacks were scoring 6 touchdowns every time. So I've been playing, and I play fantasy hoop and fantasy baseball too.
Yeah, so for me, around 13 years, mainly in Dynasty for about 10. So I've done my kind of specialty is more Dynasty related, rookies, draft picks, trades. That's what I'm more comfortable with. These
Yes,
auction
sir.
leagues, man. But hey, I'm number one in the Fantasy Gods League, and that was
You're
an
number
auction
one
league.
right
So
now, dog. I
it is
can't
what it
hate.
is.
I'm coming for that spot, though. Don't think I'm not.
That's fine.
People asking about Javonte taking over for Melvin Gordon. Yes, he will take over at some point this year. I think it's going to be more of a split longer than people thought. I think it might even go into the playoff weeks, which sucks for us. But I think at some point, 15, 16, 17, 18, one of those weeks they're going to give it to Melvin Gordon.
Here's what I think on that. It depends on if Denver keeps losing. Because you have to understand, if Denver keeps losing and they're out of the playoff hunt, they're going to start evaluating rookies and evaluating these younger guys.
Yep.
Let Melvin Gordon sit. Let's evaluate what we have for next year. So keep an eye on the record of Denver. If they trend down, Javonte should get more.
100%. Who you like, Lamar or Josh Allen rest of the season? Oh, we talking to Bills Mafia over here, man. This question don't work for Bills Mafia, but
oh man,
you do have Lamar though.
I do have Lamar. Look, man, it's still Josh Allen, bro. I can't stop this, man. Josh Allen, my boy, he's a beast. Look, Lamar's a god. He is a fantasy god. But at the end of the day, I got to go with my boy Josh Allen. Cannot fade Josh Allen.
Yeah, I'm going with Lamar, man. I think Lamar is on a mission this year, and I think he's going to play at a very high level throughout the fantasy playoffs. And I think he's getting some weapons in there right now that he can use. So give me Lamar. Guys, I did something diabolical. Oh, shit. We got to put our strategy hats on, man. I'm going to have to win probably 2 out of the 4 to get in the playoffs. Okay, we're going to make this when we got something diabolical going on. I'm down to make this a thing now. The hoods. The hoodie mode. All right. Bill Belichick hoodie mode. Let's get it.
Right.
All right.
Cam Newton.
So Cam Newton diabolical hoodie mode. So whenever we got a serious question from now on, we're going to do the hoods, bro.
Good.
I traded the dude I'm playing week 14. Jonathan Taylor on his bias. Smart is JT, DJ Moore, Gage for Swift, AB, and CD. Man, that's a tongue twister. Skipped all my late buys. Felt like a mad scientist. So I actually do like this move because if you need to win 2 of the weeks, like you have to get into the playoffs, and it's not like you lost a lot of talent. You still got Swift, you got CD, you got AB, and you sent him a lot of the week 14s. That gives you the upper hand in that matchup. Plus, you still have the talent. Like you got Swift, which is not that far off of JT, especially in PPR. DJ Moore for CD. I like CD a little bit better than DJ Moore. And then you got AB too. Bro, that's a win. That ain't diabolical. That's easy.
No, that's tactical.
Tactical.
Great move. Again, it's just some teams are sleeping on their own teams when they look at it like, dang, like should have been looking, why is he making this deal? Like maybe it's favoring me, but it somehow doesn't. Nah, great move.
He said, felt like a mad scientist. I ain't mad at you, Doug. What should I try to get in return for Gaskin and Gesicki? I need a flex off of that. Yeah. And a lot of people, to be honest, dude, I don't value Gaskin the way that everybody else is valuing him right now. I feel like he's viewed as like a running back 2 still, when he's really a flex at best, or probably more so a bench option, man. I think you should try to get as much as you can in return, but at least that a rock solid running back 2. I think that's better than Gaskin, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Myles Gaskin is. Look, Gesicki was my sleeper tight end all year. Unfortunately, had 7 targets and 0 production. That's a fluke. Not going to happen next time. But man, go get rid of Gaskins. Quick.
Saw some of those comments on the Gatorade. Lemon is trash. Lemon Gatorade is the Mike Davis of Gatorades. We need to like tagline that shit, man. What's the GOAT candy? The GOAT candy is either gotta be Reese's or Snickers, bro. Reese's or Snickers.
Yeah, it's Snickers, 100%.
Reese's though, Reese's is a close one, bro.
Reese's hit, but I gotta go Snickers, man. Snickers.
Who can I pick up on waivers? That'll be a wide receiver too. I mentioned Donovan Peoples-Jones. I feel good about him, but he had a bad week and he has a bye coming up. It's tough to find receivers right now. This is why we always advocate for getting the best player available, which a lot of times is wide receivers in PPR leagues. Let me think about that question. You got anybody like Bateman is one that's already been picked up? You got anybody off the top of your mind?
Yeah, man, it is tough. Jamal Agnew, if he's still available, someone to look at. Obviously, he's kind of making waves as the Jaguars' kind of number 1 option with LaVista Shenault, just taking a dump. I missed on him. very
Happens,
badly.
man. It happens.
And Marvin Jones is just an average, average receiver. Look for Agnew if he's on your waivers again. Again, this is week 11, man. It's tough. There ain't really nobody on waivers anyway. But if you had someone, that would be mine. And we think earlier in the show, if you just joined us earlier in the show, we said Robbie Anderson. So those two would be
Robbie
top.
Anderson. Yes. I like that suggestion, man. Let's go. What was your best fantasy season in those 17 years? I don't know if I think he's talking to me on that one. There was one season I went undefeated and won the championship. One of the Gronk years. It was the year that Gronk broke the record for tight end. I had somebody else that had like a super monster year that year. I want to say it was Brady had a monster year that year too. So I had the stack, I want to say, and took off. So hello, Miles Sanders is on my waivers. That's a good question, by the way, Exhibitions. I like those questions, man. Keep those coming in too. We may not be able to get through them all tonight, but here we are. Miles Sanders is on my waivers in a 10-team PPR league. Should be picked up over Foreman, Shepard, and Mooney. Foreman, Shepard, Mooney.
I think you do pick him up because I think
Yeah.
that he does possess the highest upside out of those 4 or 3 players, so 4 total.
Yep.
I don't like it, but I think you just, with Boston Scott, Howard, they're kind of playing, Russian roulette with who's going to be good this week. But Miles Sanders, if healthy, he was always the starter. He was always that guy. But it's tough, man. He's just not having a good year. Just not his year. Not his year. Probably needs to get traded.
I think so too, man. I'm not. All those are kind of shaky options at best. I think Miles Sanders, we've seen him perform the best out of all of those guys. So the only other option really to me is Mooney, just with the kind of the chemistry he has with Fields. It looks good. Blaine said he made the trade. Let's go. Blaine Wood made the trade. Let's get it. Hey, you about to win that, dog. Watch. Let's go. Enter the Woo said I host a football podcast, 5 Tool Sports Podcast. Shout out to you, my man. Found videos like yours the second day of your account on TikTok. Let's go. Been rocking with y'all. Love what you do. Would love to have y'all. Hey, send us a message asking for the emails, thefantasygods@gmail.com. It's on our profile. If you want to link with us, collab with us, partner with us on anything, hit us up in the DMs or via email, and we'll get things rocking. My team is solid. We play 2 flexes. I need help with those. Have Corey Davis, Gesicki, Gaskins. Dolphins have a bye first playoff week. Yeah, try to move them, man. Try to consolidate those 2 and get a better player. Who should I package in a target deal? Okay, Devontae Smith and Michael Carter. Reach for the stars, bro. I'm telling you, the person who has D-Hop right now does not want D-Hop.
Panicking.
And that is a wide receiver 1, dog. Like, go get D-Hop. The person that has him doesn't want him. The person that has A.J. Brown right now does not want him. Yeah. Like, go get those guys. The person that has Jamar Chase is panicking on his value right now. Go get Jamar Chase. Like, go look for those guys who had 1, 2, 3 down weeks, but if in any other week, they're a wide receiver 1. Go get the guys that people are panicking on.
Yeah, we called Stephon Diggs. Okay, people were panicking on Diggs, and we said
last week
he is going to have a monster game. We called it on Sunday. You guys need to follow the gods. We called it.
Bruh, legit said, this is Stephon Diggs' breakout week. Legit. And then what did he do? Broke out. Everybody was panicking on Diggs. What should we do with Diggs? What should we do with Diggs? We're like, nah, this is the week he's going to blow up. And CeeDee Lamb's going to blow up. And guess what? Both of them did, bro. Like, this is what we do, man. This is what we do. Cam has always loved the burners. Yep. Ted Ginn. Exactly. Ted Ginn, Steve Smith. Cam loved him, man. Go get Robbie Anderson in there. He said he's about to get us on. It's all good, my dude. Thoughts on Naheem Hines? Should I pick him up just in case of a JT injury? No, he's not JT. I mean, you can put him on your bench.
There's no injury. It's not going to happen.
It ain't going to happen. No, we ain't wishing injury on nobody.
Don't be jinxing. Don't wish that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. Don't do that.
All right. We got a few people hanging out with us on TikTok too. So we got like 1 or 2 more questions from Twitch, YouTube that we'll answer. And then we're going to answer a couple TikToks and get out of here. So say careful with D-Hop. He's got the late bye. Yeah, I think he has bye week 12. So, but I'm not.
Are they on?
D-Hop is cool.
Yeah,
I'm trading for him for that reason because somebody else is going to be panicking.
Someone's got to be panicking and they're going to be like, oh, he's on bye. Yeah, trade for him. Get him now.
Yes, sir. Razor Laser says, thanks for the help, guys. Going to target a solid running back. Yes, go do that. Consolidation is good right now. Let's answer some of these last questions right now from TikTok. Appreciate you guys tuning in on all formats. One of our guys, Ken, said, what's good? It was 101 draft pick. Ooh, Dan, who you like for the 101? Is it Taylor?
It's gotta be
Is
Taylor,
it?
man. Go get Taylor, dog. He's 22 years old, dominating men, grown men, dominating. Look, he's gonna be 23. He's gonna be juiced up in the off season. Man, go get that man and don't fade him.
I'm not gonna fade Taylor, but give me Najee, bro. Najee's a different animal, bro. Let's see. Let's see. Which two this week? Ramondre Stevenson, Saquon, or Michael Carter? Bro, it's not a question. Please. We could do pick one, Ramondre or Carter, but never throw Saquon's name in with Ramondre Stevenson and Michael Carter ever
Don't
again.
ever say that again.
Please don't ever do that again, man. You know what I mean? Like, that hurts me as a fantasy god. That hurts me that you would throw Saquon's name in there. Don't do that, man.
Don't do that.
Saquon and Carter if Harris plays. Ramondre if Harris doesn't play. A couple last ones real quick. Hunter Renfrow is underrated. Man, he is underrated. You called that, Dan. Have a good one, y'all. Yes, sir. Darrell Williams relevant with CEH back? Nah, that's a by committee offense. Damn, they're coming in again, bro.
Keep it going. Quick. Let's go.
Yeah, quick. Leonard Fournette or Elijah Mitchell? Fournette.
Yeah, Fournette.
Appreciate you. Woody Landry or C. Davis in the flex this week? That's ugly, man. Try to find somebody else. I'll go C. Davis out of those two.
I'll go Landry. Give me Landry.
You played football in high school. If you haven't, would you wish you did? I didn't play football in high school. I play hoop. But I probably would have been. I'm 6'4". I probably would have been a good football player, dog. Tight end. That would have been my build.
Yeah, no, I played hoop. Never really wanted to play football. I played it when I was young, peewees. Just really didn't like it. Wasn't my thing. Coaches didn't want me to play receiver. They wanted me to play offensive line. No, I'm good, bro. I'm good.
No, that would be a no.
No.
Or Mooney. Yeah, go with Mooney over Corey Davis and Landry, Woody. Go with Mooney over Landry and Corey Davis for now. All right. Is it time to bench DJ Moore is the last question we're going to answer tonight. Dan, I'm going to let you have the mic for this one. Cam Newton is back. My guy, you're going to see a lot of Cam Newton content this week. DJ Moore, are you panicking, buying, selling?
See,
what are you doing?
Here's the thing. I believe that there's a lot of owners out there panicking on DJ Moore. They are panicking on DJ Moore. If you can get him for the low, go get DJ Moore. He's just go get him. I'm not going to panic on him. If you do have good options, hey, look, I'm not going to hate you. Go play those options. But look, DJ Moore with Cam Newton, Washington, revenge game, this, that, and the other. He's going to have a great game this week.
Man, DJ Moore. And I'm not a huge DJ Moore fan. But yes, I'm buying DJ Moore just like you, man. I feel like he's going to bounce back. Cam is a win person. And X Bishop says, thanks for giving us advice. W people, man. We are here. The fantasy gods, man. Every Sunday morning, we're going to get you start sit advice. Every Tuesday night, we're going to get you guys ad drop, trade advice, team advice to get you guys through these playoffs, get you some wins. Appreciate you guys all tuning in. It's been another episode of the GawdsCast. We out.